No, man. So I woke up to the crazy ass news about my dog Don Lemon, right? The fucking news reporter ass, fucking crazy ass freelancer ass dude that just pops up everywhere and wants to like, talk about what's going on and talk about, all the craziness going on in the world. And he's one of those guys not afraid to like, just face it and be like, fuck it, like let's go into the jungle if we have to type shit, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you're aware, you probably are. Recently there was this church where inside the church the pastor was like this ICE agent or some shit like that. So a whole bunch of protesters wanted to go in there and protest and be like, how the fuck are you gonna be in this church? And you know what I'm saying, during the week you over here, throwing people in cages and shit, and then on the weekend you want to be like praising God. So people felt a way about it. They marched into a church with picket signs and everything, like an old school real ass protest, and they're just like protesting, interrupting the whole ceremony. And Don Lemon decided to go with them and report it. You feel me? He got his camera, his microphone. He shows up wherever he's needed, and he was a part of the little protest. And he was more like trying to get down to the bottom of what's going on. So he was going to the pastor to ask him questions like, how you feel about what's going on? How do you feel about being ICE and being a pastor? And you know what I mean, just disrupting the whole thing, because they didn't wait till after the fucking church was done. They did it in the middle of the people praising people. There's people on the floor with the Holy Ghost, and they're just in the middle of the church protesting. So people were saying that he should go to jail for that. Other people were saying like, no, we should have the freedom to protest. And it was a little debate. But this morning I see that he got arrested, and he was trying to cover like the Grammys or some shit like that. And then the rumor started that Nicki Minaj has something to do with it. Nicki has something to do with it. Because she got powerful friends now. She's cool with Trump. She has something to do with it, and she got him arrested. I don't know what's going down. I don't know what he's gonna be charged with. But things are getting a little weird in America, man. Things are getting a little sticky. It's starting to feel the lines are getting blurred. You don't know what you're allowed to do. You don't know what you're allowed to say. You don't know how far you could push it. And apparently you have the freedom to protest, but at the same time there's also laws about like, don't disrupt a religious ceremony type of thing. So I don't know, man. The world's getting crazy. I just think we need to dial this motherfucking shit back a little bit, get back to like what life is about. Like, just chill out, have love for each other, vibe out, because the shit's getting a little too crazy, man. And my dog's in jail right now for just trying to go and like speak some truth and figure out what's going on. And hopefully he gets let out. Hopefully it's not a big deal. I'm scared to see like our freedoms going away little by little, you know what I mean? So right now is definitely the time to be active instead of being quiet about it and not doing nothing. Because if we let it go on to a point where they have complete control and there's nothing we could do or say, it's gonna be too late. And motherfucker, what you gonna say at that time? It's gonna be nothing to say. They're gonna have us all chipped up and fucking AI and all kinds of weird shit. So right now is the time to stand up, and there's people standing up, man. So it's a beautiful thing, but at the same time, it's scary too, man. You know what I mean? Scary times too. So let's see what happens with the situation. Let me know if you guys have any information. If you guys found out if Nicki had anything to do, if Nicki had anything to do with it, let me know. Let's talk about it in the comments, yo. I'll holla at y'all later. Like and subscribe. It's your